The internet, a vast, sprawling jungle. It promises connection. It offers escape. But within its digital depths lurk unseen dangers. This is where love can morph into crime, where dreams can turn into nightmares. This is a story about one woman's journey into the heart of this digital darkness. Harold was a master manipulator. He had crafted a persona to lure women like Lucy. He boasted of a successful career in finance. He claimed to have a sprawling estate in the countryside. He presented himself as a man of sophistication and wealth. Lucy was captivated by his charm and the allure of the life he promised. Their romance was a whirlwind. Exotic vacations, Michelin-starred restaurants, designer clothes. Harold spared no expense. He showered Lucy with gifts, each one more extravagant than the last. He filled her life with excitement and adventure. He made her feel like she was living a dream. Lucy was enthralled by Harold's world. She loved the luxurious lifestyle he provided. She enjoyed the attention he lavished upon her. She felt cherished and adored. She believed that she had found true love. She had no reason to doubt Harold's sincerity. He was always there for her. He listened to her problems. He offered support and encouragement. He made her feel like she could conquer the world. Lucy had never felt so loved and appreciated. She was completely blind to the dark truth that lurked beneath the surface of Harold's charming facade. The cracks in Harold's facade began to show slowly, subtly at first. Missed calls from unknown numbers, whispered conversations he quickly ended. A growing unease settled in Lucy's heart, a feeling that something wasn't quite right, but she pushed these doubts aside, clinging to the belief in the fairy tale romance she had so carefully constructed in her mind. Then came the news report, a chilling revelation that shattered Lucy's world. Harold, her charming, attentive lover, was wanted for questioning in connection with the disappearance of his previous girlfriend. The news report painted a horrifying picture of a man capable of deceit, manipulation, and possibly even violence. Lucy's world came crashing down. The man she loved, the man she had entrusted her heart to, was a suspect in a missing persons case. The fairy tale romance she had envisioned was nothing more than a carefully constructed illusion. The foundation of her world crumbled beneath her feet. Fear and confusion gripped Lucy's heart. The man she thought she knew was a stranger. The life they had built together was a lie. The future she had envisioned was gone, replaced by a chilling uncertainty. Harold, sensing Lucy's growing unease, isolated her from her friends and family. He convinced her that they wouldn't understand their love, that they were jealous of their happiness. He manipulated her into cutting off contact with the outside world, leaving her completely dependent on it. Lucy, trapped in a web of deceit and manipulation, found herself increasingly isolated. Her phone became her only lifeline to the outside world, but even that was monitored by Harold. He controlled her every move, dictating who she could speak to and what she could say. The luxurious life that had once seemed so alluring now felt like a gilded cage. The extravagant gifts, the exotic vacations, all felt tainted by the dark secret that hung over their relationship. The walls were closing in, and Lucy felt a growing sense of dread. She was trapped, isolated, and alone. The man she loved had become her jailer. The fairy tale romance had morphed into a nightmare. Lucy knew she had to escape, but the fear of what Harold might do kept her paralyzed. The digital world that had once connected her to the world now served as a barrier, trapping her in a prison of Harold's design. Lucy knew that time was running out. She had to escape Harold's clutches before it was too late. But he was always watching, always listening. Her every move was monitored, her every word scrutinized. The fear of being caught, the fear of what Harold might do if he discovered her plan, gnawed at her. One night, while Harold was away on a supposed business trip, Lucy saw her chance. She grabbed her emergency bag, packed with a few essential items and some cash she had stashed away. Her heart pounded in her chest as she tiptoed out of the house, her senses on high alert. She slipped into the darkness, the cool night air a welcome relief from the oppressive atmosphere of Harold's home. She moved quickly, her fear propelling her forward. She knew she had to disappear, to vanish without a trace. She found refuge in a women's shelter, a safe haven from the storm that raged around her. There, surrounded by other survivors, she began to piece her life back together. She contacted her family, the pain and shame evident in her voice. She reached out to the authorities, sharing her story, hoping to bring Harold to justice. The escape from Harold's clutches was only the beginning of Lucy's long journey to healing and recovery. The trauma of her experience left deep scars, both emotional and psychological. The fairy tale romance she had so desperately clung to was shattered, leaving behind a residue of fear and distrust. The digital world, once a source of connection and excitement, now filled Lucy with dread. The dating app where she had met Harold served as a constant reminder of her ordeal. The internet, once a symbol of freedom and possibility, now felt like a hunting ground for predators like Harold. Lucy withdrew from the digital world, seeking solace in the tangible world of human connection. She found comfort in the support of her family and friends, their love and understanding a balm to her wounded soul. She dedicated herself to her work, finding purpose and meaning in her professional life. She sought therapy, determined to confront the trauma she had endured and reclaim her life. The road to recovery was long and arduous, but Lucy's determination, fueled by the love and support of her loved ones, saw her through. Lucy's story is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the shadows of the digital world. It highlights the vulnerability of individuals seeking connection and love online, and the ease with which predators can exploit this vulnerability. Her experience underscores the importance of vigilance, of questioning, of trusting your instincts. It emphasizes the need for open communication with family and friends, of maintaining connections in the real world, and of seeking help when something feels wrong. Lucy's story is a reminder that the internet, for all its wonders and possibilities, can also be a dangerous place. It's a place where illusions can be easily crafted, where identities can be fabricated, and where predators can lurk unseen, waiting to pounce on unsuspecting victims. Her ordeal serves as a wake-up call, urging us to approach the digital world with a healthy dose of skepticism, to be mindful of the information we share, and to prioritize our safety and well-being above all else. For Lucy's mother, the news of her daughter's ordeal was a devastating blow. The fear, the helplessness, the anger, a maelstrom of emotions consumed her. She had always warned Lucy about the dangers of the internet, about the risks of trusting strangers online. But her warnings had gone unheeded, lost in the whirlwind of Lucy's online romance. The guilt gnawed at her. She replayed every conversation, every interaction with Lucy, searching for signs she had missed, for warnings she should have given. The thought of her daughter, trapped and manipulated, filled her with a visceral ache. She channeled her anguish into action, becoming Lucy's fiercest advocate. She supported her daughter through every step of the healing process, offering unwavering love and understanding. She became a vocal advocate for internet safety, sharing Lucy's story to warn others about the dangers of online predators. She vowed to do everything in her power to ensure that no other parent had to endure the pain she had experienced. She dedicated herself to raising awareness about the dangers of online deception, working tirelessly to protect others from falling victim to predators like Harold. Harold, the charming, attentive lover, was a wolf in sheep's clothing. He was a master manipulator, skilled in the art of deception. He used the internet as his hunting ground, carefully crafting a persona to lure unsuspecting victims into his web of lies. He preyed on women seeking connection, exploiting their vulnerabilities, their desires for love and companionship. He showered them with attention, with gifts, with promises of a future filled with happiness and adventure. He built a facade of wealth and success, a carefully constructed illusion designed to dazzle and disarm. He isolated his victims from their friends and families, cutting off their support systems, making them completely dependent on him. He controlled their every move, manipulating them into submission, trapping them in a gilded cage of his own design. Harold was a predator, a master of deceit, a manipulator of the highest order. He used the anonymity of the internet to hide his true nature, to conceal his dark past, to present himself as something he was not. He was a phantom, a ghost in the machine, leaving a trail of broken hearts and shattered lives in his wake. The internet, for all its wonders and possibilities, is also a breeding ground for illusion. It's a place where identities can be fabricated, where realities can be distorted, where truth can be obscured behind a veil of digital smoke and mirrors. It's a world where anyone can be anyone, where a charming profile picture can hide a sinister intent, where a carefully crafted online persona can mask a dark and dangerous reality. It's a world where predators can roam free, hiding behind fake names, false promises, and fabricated lives. The internet is a hall of mirrors, reflecting back at us what we want to see, what we desire, what we crave. It's a place where we can project our fantasies, our hopes, our dreams onto a digital canvas, creating a world of our own design. But this world of illusions can be dangerous, seductive, and ultimately deceptive. It can lead us down a path of false promises, of broken dreams, of shattered realities. It can blind us to the truth, trapping us in a web of deceit, leaving us vulnerable to those who seek to exploit our vulnerabilities. Lucy's story is a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance in the digital age. It's a call to arms, urging us to approach the online world with a healthy dose of skepticism, to question, to investigate, to trust our instincts. It's a plea for open communication, for maintaining strong connections with family and friends, for sharing our concerns, for seeking help when something feels wrong. It's a reminder that we are not alone, that there are resources available to help us navigate the complexities and dangers of the digital world. Lucy's story is a call for action, for a collective effort to raise awareness about online safety, to educate ourselves and our loved ones about the dangers of online predators, to work together to create a safer and more secure digital environment. It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in protecting ourselves and others from the dangers that lurk in the shadows of the internet. It's a call for vigilance, for awareness, for action, for a collective commitment to creating a digital world where love and connection can flourish without fear of deceit and manipulation.